in this, we will have the treasurer's report read.
Okay, the carryover balance for 2014 was $122.09. Expenses, ice cream $19.99. Hall rent was $50. Postcard $17. Stamps $20.40. Total collected for 2015 was $76, and we have an ending balance of $86.70.
Any additions or corrections to that? If not, can I get a motion to approve? Okay, seconded.
Second.
All right, motion passed. Next, we're going to have the reading of the minutes from last year.
Okay, the 88th Annual Rohrbeck Family Reunion was held on June 14th, 2015 at 12:30 p.m. Sherry Smith led us all in prayer that was written by Laura Cass Smith, followed by a moment of silence for our family president, Norman Smith, who passed away on November 28th, 2014. Just a side note on that, Norm Smith was president of our reunion since 1977, and that was for 37 years. And other thoughts and remembrance. Once again, we were blessed with another beautiful day. The weather was overcast in the morning, but the sun did not come out. The sun did come out, with the temperature reaching in the low 80s and somewhat humid too. As 66 family members and guests gathered for food, fun, and good conversation, the family meeting was called to order by Secretary Treasurer Bob Smith. Last year's minutes and children's reports were read and approved. Family members were able to share any news about their families. The saving of food recipes from our parents and grandparents were talked more in detail, and the thought of maybe having a binder where we could add recipes to share with other family members. Laura Rohrbeck volunteered to start updating our family history book. It would be exciting to hear about the work she has done and the support she would need from all of us. This is something that was started by David Smith and should really be kept up to date considering all the work that was put into this book. Thank you, Laura, for taking on this task. Also, the mentioning of a web page for the family reunion. This was agreed on and tried out by Bobby Smith Jr., and we'll work on getting this set up. And he will let us know the yearly cost and maintain of this web page. Just a little side note on the web page. Bobby was able to create one. There's no yearly fee on anything. It just kind of started. I believe he's got like maybe 2 or 3 pictures up there. We have some text. I do have the web address when we collect the fee or the donations. And if you want a copy of the web address, and get that to you. And of course, as we go along, we can add more pictures to that. There was a discussion on how to reach out more family members to attend the yearly reunion. The Secretary Bob Smith will try to reach out to some of the members either by phone call or by U.S. postal mail. Bob will have to go by any phone numbers or addresses that may be on file to get in touch with family members. I didn't write down, I forget how many postcards I sent out, but it was a lot. And I think, let's say maybe 10 of them came back. Besides that, I'm not sure if everybody else did receive them. Again, I was just going by addresses that were on file, because if they haven't been coming here, and if they've been moving, it's kind of hard to get in touch with them. Thank you to all those who had helped setting up the tables, the chairs, Sherry Smith for picking up the ice cream, and those who helped clean up at the end of the day. Thank you to Bobby for taking video recording of the meetings. At the end, we make a DVD, and those go in with the rest of the minutes that we kept, so there's always a DVD of each of our minutes. Again, if you wish to receive email notification, or if there's another way you would like to be reminded of the reunion, please see me. The election of officers, Michael Rohrbeck, President, Gary Smith, Vice President, Bob Smith, Secretary and Treasurer were nominated and all approved. Reunion for 2016 at the same place and time was approved. All donation of $50 and $2 per head of family was approved. The meeting was adjourned until next year, followed by softball game in which the game ended in a tie, 16-16, which is kind of good, I guess, huh? And they're socializing and ice cream. Respectfully submitted, Bob Smith, Secretary Treasurer.
All right, thank you, Bob. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, can we get a motion to accept?
So moved.
I move to accept.
All right, seconded. All right, now we'll go around and head of household. Want to talk for the family? Oh, sorry. Head of household, talk to the family. Make sure to hold the mic close enough.
I wasn't sure we would be. And so, what's there to say? I'm just so glad we're here.
That's one of the few times that you are short of words to speak. While the Babcock clan is here today, we're 15 strong, and the weather's cooperating, and God willing, we'll all be here next year. Thank you.
Anybody? Going once?
I'm Lee Babcock, son of Bruce Babcock, part of that group over there. This is my wife, Sue. Along with us this year is our daughter, Amanda, and our son, Jason, could not make it. Her husband and our grandson are all playing outside right now. And since Bruce passed away in 2012, we've been trying to come to more of these reunions because we think it's really important that families continue to understand, the relationships that everyone has, more than you get from just Facebook. So it's good to have face-to-face contact. Thanks again to everyone for setting this up.
I'm Mary Snooks to everybody on the map. I'm Lyda Babcock, McMahon's granddaughter, so I'm the other half of the Babcocks here, and my husband Francis came with me today. And yay!
Thank you. Guys over here.
Not much for me to say.
Say it in the microphone.
Well, I'm Bob Melvin. I live in Wisconsin Dells, and I have a brother Dennis here. I don't have, my wife has passed away, and so I don't have any children either. So I just live by myself, and I keep company with this gal behind me here. Kenley Kiffbeck is her name, from Lake Delta. And she has 3 children, and our granddaughter's here today with us, and she's got some great-grandchildren around, so we get around that, but otherwise I'm saying about the same, as is from the Dells.
Thank you.
As long as I'm here, I'm doing it in Allen, and we be known as a cart pusher for now. Two of my daughters they're cleaning up one of their condos there. They just sold their condo and they're kind of moved into our house for the weekend here. They bought a new home and they're moving in tomorrow, so they had to clean up their old place first. And this spring, Sue and I were out to California to visit my brother Gene and his family, and while we were out there, his older son, Mike, passed away. He was 58 years old. So and then, and we had, I guess that's about it there. And then, we had,
But Vic passed away.
that was last year.
Was it?
Yeah. So our brother Dick passed away a year ago. And, so it's, our nephew would be Dick's son, Ricky there. He's just got out of the VA hospital there. He had throat cancer, and he had to go back in to have scar tissue removed and that. So he was in the hospital for about a week. So I guess that's about it. So. Okay.
Lyle and Shirley's son. I'm here with my wife Mary, my daughter Emily, and her fiance. They're going to get married next year, May 17th? May 6th, okay. My daughter Anna and her daughter's here, but you know how that goes, they're outside playing, so. But I'm glad we could all be here this year. It's a wonderful day again. Doing good in that department anyway. It's good seeing everyone.
Yep. Let's go on that. The other side. I will say, are you going to talk or? Sally?
I'm Sally, Lila Shirley's daughter, and my son just sent a text. He wanted to come down with his girlfriend and introduce her to everyone, but they are not able to make it today, so they said to say hi to everybody. Yeah. We'll tell them all. And then my grandson is here with me. My one grandson, my daughter's, he's out playing too. So we're so glad to be here. We don't make it every year, but we always think of you guys when we're not here. And good to see everybody again and catch up on stuff. So, Dad, you want to? Oh, okay. Well, Dad's 91 and a half, Lyle Smith. He's still going forward. He's going slow, but he's still going forward. So, and then Mom is 87, and she's at the Larson House Assisted Living here in town. So, I think that's about it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm 90th Rohrbeck. Our father was Melvin Muggs. My wife Carla. And then my youngest, well, yeah, you would be my youngest sister. Janet is over here. I don't know if she'll want to say something, but our two older sisters, Wanda, she's got Parkinson's. That's progressing in that, and so she's not doing too well. She's in a assisted living. And then Connie is down the same direction as her, down by Waterford. She's had some health issues in that too, so they don't. Of course, Wanda doesn't drive or anything, so they probably won't get up over here much anymore, I don't think. But I guess that's, I don't know, you got something else, Janet? You want to?
Well, my name is Janet, and my father, Melvin, the same as Dennis. And, I have a picture here, if anybody remembers, well, you remember our Uncle Al. And this is his son, Gene. And if you remember Uncle Al, you would see that he looks a lot like him. So if anybody wants to come over, and then I got pictures here of my two granddaughters. They just graduated from Ripon College. And my son, Kevin, who knew Shirley, right? Or you knew her.
I knew his
yeah. But anyhow, so these are my two granddaughters, and one of them had gone over last semester, well, it would have been from September through January, over to London and then down to Florence, Italy, and she'd gotten a scholarship for that. And then they both graduated from Ripon, and Kevin had graduated from Ripon College too. And so they're going to be going, the two girls, identical twins, are going to be going over to London for 2 weeks towards the end of July. And so, anyhow, I'm really happy for them, and I'm proud that my granddaughters. And so, I'm living up at Portage now. I had been living in Madison for 23 years, and so I just moved back up to Portage, and so I've become reacquainted with people from, some of the people there that I became friends with, they knew this, they'd done some trips and stuff, and they knew Gene Rohrbeck. So anyhow, that's how I got that. But I'm real happy where I'm at, because I'm back around my family where I came from in Columbia County rather than Dane. So that's enough.
Okay. Thank you. So who should we start with here? Butch?
I'm Carol Rohrbeck, son of George and Jesse, and my oldest son could not make it today. He's working, and the kids, his two kids are here, Scott and Austin.
Adam and Owen.
Oh yeah, Adam and Owen. And anyhow, my daughter Michelle had to work, and Jessica, my other daughter, had to work, and Laura, she's here, and Michael is here. And other than that, I don't have too much to say. It's oh yeah, I'm going to be a great-great-grandfather in 2 months. Yeah. One great, yeah. Okay. Well, I got started, I couldn't quit.
Sure. Yeah. You want to wait? Okay. All right. We'll start over here. Gary? Oh, you're pointing to you. Sherry's pointing to you.
Hi, I'm Gary Smith. I'm Norman. You gotta get it up. Oh, I'm Norman and Rosie's oldest boy. Right up about an inch away. Really? That much? Yeah. And Viola Cass, of course, my grandmother. I'm here with my entire family today. I got my wife Carol. She doesn't have to work for the state for a change. I got my twin daughter Autumn with Ella Ray, our new granddaughter, and her husband Tim. And on this side I got Brooke, the other twin, with my new grandson, Lincoln, and her hubby. Yeah, I know. And then I got my other grandson, Logan. He's in Little League this year, so we're spending a lot of time running him to Little League games. Unfortunately, as you all probably have heard, we lost my mom this spring. Well, actually, it wasn't quite spring yet, but it's kind of ironic. We were just talking about that. Mom and Dad have gone, but in their place we got two. So another question I wanted to ask. I remember when I was a little shaver, and Viola and Newt would go to Cambria to see Vi's ma, which would be Grandpa Rohrbeck, chomping on his cigar, and he had rows and rows of gladiolas. I was always wondering, whatever became of all his gladiolas? Did anybody carry on? Is there any around anywhere today, or was that all lost over the years?
They built the funeral home on top of his garden.
Oh, nobody saved any of them?
I don't think so.
Oh, what a pity. He had so many beautiful.
It's right where the funeral home is in Cambria. It's right on his garden. That used to be all gladiolas.
That's a shame.
Yep.
I was just curious. Let's have to think about that. Other than that, we're in pretty good health. Carol's planning on retiring next year. And Brooke is in the process. They just bought a house, so we'll be moving them in. And we think we got Mother and Dad's farm sold. We'll find out. The closing will be in July. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Other than that, I think that's about it. I'm glad to be here with you all. Looking forward to seeing you next year.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Sherry?
I'm Sherry Smith, I'm Norman Rose's daughter. My two kids can't be here today. She's moving. My granddaughter graduated on the 13th of May from UW Fond du Lac. She had her associate's degree in business. She's now up at the campus on UW Rhinelander. She's majoring in zoology and veterinarian, and she's minoring in Asian culture. She speaks Japanese, she writes it, and she can read it, which she's very interested in. She got kind of hooked up on it when my daughter was stationed over in Okinawa. My daughter is out of the service now after 21 years. My son-in-law is out after 30 years. He bought his mom and dad's farm up in Deering, Michigan, where he is right now. And so I said, my daughter is packing up the rest of the stuff today because she's put her house on the market here in Fond du Lac. And my son is there helping her get the U-Haul loaded. She's making her final trip up there tomorrow. And kind of made a promise to my mom that her cat would be taken care of. I know maybe it doesn't mean much to somebody, but it was my mom's cat, and she treasured it. And my daughter volunteered to take her up to the farm in Michigan. She made the run last Thursday, and Martle's doing really good up there. She's adjusting really good. I don't know how old she is. I don't think any of us know, but she'll have a good life up there with her. She's got plenty of other farm cats, so she'll be well taken care of. So, otherwise, I'm hoping and praying to retire next year, maybe in March. I'm not sure yet, to see how things go. I'm tired, and I want to do things before I'm not here anymore, just to enjoy life. So.
I just want to say for Gary and Sherry, you know, I want to thank your mom for those pictures that you were able to bring in to.
Mother's last one of her wishes was that pictures that I brought with me today to go back. Yeah, that was one. That goes to Bob, but anybody can look at them to go back to their families. I see some of the family members aren't here, so I can't get the pictures to them. Hopefully, I can maybe get a hold of them somehow. That was one of her wishes, that either brothers, sisters, or maybe some of you people know some of the relatives you can get these pictures to. She would appreciate it, I do too.
Thanks for the pictures. They great. Laura has a book there, some really old pictures. Feel free to stop by here later and take a look at them. So that was really nice of your mom to pass those on. Okay, my name is Bob Smith. I'm here with my older son and his wife Jennifer with the twin boys. I have a younger son, him and his wife, and a granddaughter that I was reminded that I did not mention last year. So we do have a granddaughter. Before I forget, Nancy and I are coming up to our 40th wedding anniversary. Did you hear that? I did say it. Okay. Can't get in trouble for not saying it. My mom and my sisters are not here today. Not too long ago, my mother fell and she cracked a rib. And they just thought driving down here with her from Wapaka that would be too long with the sore ribs. So they were not able to make it today. Otherwise, we are all doing fine. Laura, did you want to take over? Or Mike? Which one of you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. One more yet. I'm sorry. I thought you just included that. No. Okay.
Hi, I'm Greg Smith. My dad was Mike Smith. My grandma was Norman Rosie. I'm here today with Liz. My son's not here today. He's with his mom. My daughter is in Texas. She's getting married November 12th. So we're going down to there for the wedding. Just recently, before Grandma passed away, she had talked to Gary and Sherry and Bonnie that she saw me in an accident on a Monday. Well, I happen to work for Sheehy Mail Contractors out of Waterloo. Got a dedicated run that run out to Iowa and deliver parts. Anyways, the one day that come back, and the wind was over 65 miles an hour wind. I was empty, and coming back to Wisconsin, coming around the corner, and the wind was coming through a valley, and we lost control, and we flipped the semi. State troopers in LA, they were kind of looking at me kind of funny, because they said that I shouldn't be here. Because the hill was that steep, I should have flipped and the cab should have been crushed. He goes, somebody was out looking for you that day, which I have a good funny feeling the grandma was out there, probably with my dad and grandpa and stuff like that, so it was quite an interesting ride. That's all I gotta say about that one. Let's see what else. Sorry. Other than that, glad to be here today to see everybody's faces again. You know, it's kind of nice to every year you get to see the same people. You know, get to visit with them, get to see how they're doing. You know, it's 364 days. You don't get to see them, and then all of a sudden you get to see them for that one day again. So you always look forward to seeing everybody's face and see who all shows up and has a good time. So thank you.
All right, thank you everybody, I appreciate it. One thing I forgot to add for us is my stepdaughter Crystal got married this year, last year, October 10th. And we got, my wife and I, Rhonda, got a step-grandchild. So he keeps us really busy. So, is there any old business that we need to add to the minutes? Anything from last year or anything? Okay, we'll move on to new business. There's a few things to go over. I'm going to have my sister Laura talk about the book here a second.
I started going through the book. The last time it was done was in 1988. So according to the old book, Aunt Vi is still alive. And so I've been going through, I do not have it all done. My computer crashed and it's no good anymore, so I've been using a laptop. The few things I have changed in there is I have added for the spouses, the non-related relatives, I've added parentheses with an S and then the number of their spouse, of their family. I mean, once you look at it in the book, it'll make sense and stuff, but, so I've added that. I wanted to talk about color photos. Do we think that would be too expensive to put in the book, or just the main family photo in color, or would we like to do anything like that, or?
Does anybody remember what the price of the book was that
$26.
David was charging?
Was it 26?
20 bucks. 20 bucks?
26 when we bought ours,
Oh, 26.
which we didn't get. So I don't know if that's, if we want,
You never got yours?
I've kind of rearranged it and made it more organized. The photos are more with everybody, like the last book had, the photos were just all kind of scattered, and I've labeled underneath every single picture and stuff like that. There's also a box of photos here that if you want to look at, Rhonda got them.
Some lady found my name. I don't know if it was on a genealogy site or Ancestry.com or whatever, found my name and sent a box of photos. And I believe she was from Philadelphia.
And maybe 4 or 5 of those photos are not labeled, so, which was really, really nice. But they're there for you guys to look at. And then updates for the new book. I have paper here for anybody who wants to write any updates. And then also if you want to sign up with your information to, if I can call you or email you, just somebody, you know, to help and with information like that. And then also, if you wanted to add stories to the book about, you know, time with your grandparents when you were little or something like that, that would be helpful. We can put that in the book too and stuff, so. And then next year is our 90th reunion. Get everybody here that you can. I would like to take a giant photo, you know, and I would like to call the newspaper, have them come and everything. So I got Tracy and Josh. She was a Lightner. They came today. Yeah, so that's about it.
All right, thank you, Laura. As she said before, it is our 90th next year. We had somebody that was working on a cookbook, but I don't think they're here anymore because it was a spouse of a relative, which they got divorced. So my wife said that she would take over the cookbook. I would really like to have a printed copy for next year for everybody to have or to buy, or it'll be a nominal amount, I think, but it'd be really nice to work on it this year so it's ready for the 90th. So if anybody has any questions or know anybody, or you want to give Rhonda the email address or phone number or something, I'd really like to try to get this book done for next year, for the 90th. What else did I have? There's something else too, but I can't remember now. Do you have something you want to add?
I just want to say thanks to these two ladies here for taking on this work. Or you got a lot of work there, so I'm sure we all appreciate you taking on this task, and it's something that we're going to really like, I'm sure. So, yeah, thank you. Oh, Laura also has the minutes from the beginning there. I'm letting her have the book for now and get whatever information she has or make copies, whatever. So if you'd like to look at the minutes, going back, there are some years in here that they were not documented, but for the majority, there are some there. Some are kind of interesting to read, and, some are handwritten, some are typed. But yeah, so stop over there by her if you'd like to kind of look at those. Again, she has some photos, if you'd like to look at the photos too.
Okay, is there any other new business anybody wants to add? If not, we'll move on.
As far as how much they charge.
Okay, yep. Well, what is that called?
Lyle or Gary, do you think $50 is still good for
The charge.
to charge for renting here for the day, or?
I can't understand. I can't hear you.
Is $50 still good for $50? Okay. So $50 is still good. We just have to figure out what we want to charge per family here, which you would think. I had an ending balance of $86.70 was the Sherry?
I'm going according to what you read off for your expenses and whatever else, and since we seem to have a smaller group this year.
Right.
I'm thinking 3.
3?
All right. All in favor of charging $3 per family? Say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. We'll charge $2 a family for this year. Again, it would be really nice if everybody could find everybody to come next year. That'd be really great. Election of officers. Okay. We have a motion to keep the officers and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Same officers for next year. Anything else? Anybody have anything else to add before we close the meeting?
Yeah, I do. About this cookbook, are we going to write our recipes and send them to our...
If you want to talk to Rhonda, any way to get the recipes here, I know my grandmother made amazing oatmeal cookies, and I wish to this day I had that recipe, because that is...
I got it.
Do you? Okay, well, thanks for telling me.
Start baking.
So if anybody wants to pass those, that you've had recipes for years and years, make sure to come and see my wife. Like I said, that's something you don't want to lose. You know, keep that in the family, keep that.
Have an experience to associate with making.
Yeah, I mean, even if you know, used to go to grandma's house and eat oatmeal cookies on the front porch in the summer or whatever, you know. It'd be nice to fill that up and have a really nice cookbook that you can pass on for generations. So make sure and come and see Rhonda. Any other?
If we have to change the address, which I do, who do I give this to?
To Bob. Bob will take care of it. See him after. You're going to have Dennis?
I just was going to ask, you know, we got a limited amount of tables here today. If we have a lot more people coming next year, do we need to bring some extra tables?
Do we have one? And there's 3 more tables in here.
There's 3 more. The church that I go to would be more than happy to let us borrow tables and chairs and stuff, so we'll just plan on bringing extra next year just in case if we need them. So.
I'd like to thank the family that brings the balloons.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. Those are always nice. Thank you, Dennis, for bringing the microphone and stuff. That really helped. And as always, the food is always delicious here, so thank you everybody for bringing your food too.
Thank you very much. Didn't you forget to make some kind of announcement when you were talking? Something about your 40th?
Yeah, we're working on our 40th also.
40th anniversary for those guys coming.
I feel really special.
Yes, we do.
Anything else that anybody would want to ask? If not, same time next year?
Yep.
Okay, all in favor of having it same time next year, say aye. Aye. Opposed? I think that's it, so thank you all for coming, I appreciate it, and go enjoy baseball.
Ice cream.
Oh yeah. Ice cream after baseball.